This article came from about 5 years ago, June 26, from my series 100 Meaningful Days. And this talks about the landmark ruling from the US Supreme Court saying same-sex marriages can't be banned in the States. Imagine the shock this would have brought to our grandparents just 50 years ago, right? But this is reality. As we move towards the future, there are many things that seem to be alright before that are now taboo. On the other hand, there are things that are exceptions to the norm before, which are now the norm. Let me go back to the things that seems to be alright before. Just last night, I saw one post of a person dear to me saying that she was a little bit disappointed with her mom because her mom always tells her that she is fat. And I think most young people today find that offensive. Before, our parents could tell us literally anything, and they can even hit us anywhere they want. Of course, my parents never did that, well, except for me once or twice with my father when I said something really bad against him. But, kids nowadays, I think the culture today has really changed, and things before that seemed to be okay, are now not okay, especially when you talk about getting fat, getting older, sometimes, right? Or whatever. Physical appearances, anything maybe for that matter, or maybe not minding your own business, maybe about philosophy or religion, something like that. So that's why kids nowadays would classify you or brand you as boomer when you talk like that, right? Again, so let me continue. On the other hand, there are things that are exceptions to the norm before, which are now the norm, right? And instead of ruining your lives on the should have and must be, you can start living with greater understanding to the changing world that we have. I know that even I have changed in my own perspectives of things. I used to be the staunch Catholic, the closed-minded. I don't want to say close-minded, but something of that sort. Maybe close-minded Catholic. Wherein white is white, black is black, everything in between. I don't want to talk about that. But maybe through the process of understanding humanity as they are, as a Catholic, I would always go back to the stories of long ago, like the stories of Sodom and Gomorrah. People would always say that, we are like Sodom and Gomorrah now. People who should have said something is wrong, they just kept quiet. That's why the Lord, brought forth fire and brimstone from the sky. I don't know if I am in the wrong, but I'm just saying that there are things now that you have to consider, and it's not because you have changed your moral standards. It's about just giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. There are things that we are not really sure. Maybe we're sure about ourselves, about our own feelings, but then with respect to other people, you are seldom even 50% sure about how people reach that kind of decisions. Why did that person say that? Or all those things. There are many perspectives in life. So for me, I always look at things from the grander perspective. We cannot and should not, and there is the should, the only rightful one, I suppose. We should not pass judgment on other people according to Eat Bulaga. Bawal judgmental. Alright? As long as they will not trample the rights of their fellow, everything seems to be understandable. Again, now of course, the question of religious conviction might be difficult to grapple with alongside this and certainly other issues. So for me, I remind myself of the greatest commandment of George Carlin. Whatever you do, thou shalt not force your religion on anybody, or else Joe Pesci will iron you out with some words in a baseball bat. Wait for his knock on your door. Or not. Again, as we let our fellow citizens of this world enjoy their own rights and freedoms, it is also our right to choose to follow our conscience, what it dictates for us. You cannot force morality towards another fellow human being unless by being immoral you trample on another person's rights. Beyond that, I dare not stipulate. Maybe we can ask the civil courts. Thomas Aquinas puts it like this: if you believe that this stag is your father, by killing it you are committing parricide. I dare not question the angelic doctor, nor Joe. Joe bless you.